Spiritual awakening isn't the end, it's the beginning. It's the moment you step through a doorway, beyond what most people spend their entire lives searching for. Awakening often feels like the ultimate destination, the peak of the spiritual journey. But here's the truth. It's not the goal, it's the starting point. You've crossed into a new state of awareness, and now the real journey begins. Yet, no one tells you what comes next. This part of the journey is rarely talked about. It's unfamiliar, often challenging, and deeply transformative. Life doesn't necessarily get easier after awakening. Instead, it becomes more real. The illusions fall away, and you begin to navigate life from a place of raw authenticity. You're no longer striving to awaken, you've arrived. But what follows can feel strange and even disorienting at times. One of the first things you might notice after awakening is an overwhelming calmness. The dramatic signs and synchronicities, the spiritual highs and constant breakthroughs, suddenly, they quiet down. It's almost as if the universe goes silent. You might even feel like something is missing, like you've lost the magic. But this calmness is not a loss. It's proof that you've integrated the lessons of your awakening. You're no longer being pushed or shaken into awareness. You've reached a place of inner stillness, where you're able to simply exist in alignment. It's important to understand that the chaos was necessary. It was the storm that shook you awake. But the calm that follows is where your true power resides. In this quiet, you learn how to be, not to seek, not to chase, but to live in harmony with your higher self. This shift from chaos to calm can be unsettling at first, but it's one of the clearest signs of growth. As your spirit evolves, you may notice that your body feels out of sync. The physical body is slower to adapt to the energetic shifts you've experienced. This creates a kind of lag, a period where your body is catching up to your spirit. You might feel bursts of energy and vitality, followed by sudden fatigue or heaviness. This is normal. Your physical vessel is recalibrating, adjusting to the higher vibration you now embody. During this time, you may notice changes in your habits. Your diet might shift naturally, with cravings for foods that feel lighter or more nourishing. Sleep patterns may become unpredictable. Even your appearance might change. Perhaps your skin looks clearer, your posture improves, or your energy feels brighter. On the flip side, old aches and pains might resurface, or you could experience sudden waves of emotion that seem to come out of nowhere. This is your body purging old, dense energy that no longer aligns with your awakened state. It's a deeply physical process, but also emotional. Emotions you thought you had healed might resurface, leading you to wonder if you've regressed. But this isn't regression, it's deeper healing. The trauma and conditioning of the past are being released at an even more profound level. Your body, mind, and spirit are aligning, and while it can feel slow and uncomfortable, it's undeniable proof of transformation. Embrace this phase. It's not something to rush through, but to honor as part of your growth. Another unexpected challenge of life after awakening is the sense of disconnection from others. People, places, and situations that once felt comfortable may now feel alien. You may find yourself pulling away from old friends, even family members, because their energy no longer resonates with you. This can be incredibly painful, leaving you feeling isolated and alone. But this disconnection isn't a punishment, it's a sign of your vibration shifting. As your energy changes, it's natural for relationships to change too. The people who are meant to walk this next part of the journey with you will rise to meet your energy. Those who aren't aligned with your new frequency will naturally drift away. This isn't because they are bad or wrong, it's simply that their purpose in your life has been fulfilled. This phase of isolation can feel deeply unsettling, but it's creating space for new, aligned connections to enter your life. You may notice that new people start appearing seemingly out of nowhere. People who understand you on a soul level, who resonate with your experiences without needing an explanation. These connections are part of your soul tribe, aligned with your next chapter. The sense of loneliness will fade as you embrace these deeper, more authentic relationships. What once felt like a burden will begin to feel like a blessing. Another surprising change is the way the universe seems to quiet down. During awakening, you might have experienced constant signs, repeating numbers, synchronicities, or symbolic messages. But after awakening, these signs may diminish. It can feel like the magic is gone, like you've lost your connection to the divine. But the truth is, you haven't lost anything. In fact, this silence is the ultimate sign of your growth. Before, you needed external signs and constant reassurance to feel connected. Now, you are the connection. The magic hasn't disappeared. It's become a part of who you are. You've internalized the wisdom that once seemed external. This transition can feel disorienting, but it's a sign of maturity. You've stopped seeking validation from the outside world because you've found it within yourself. As this phase unfolds, a new question emerges. What's next? After all the revelations, healing, and breakthroughs, where do you go from here? This is where things get truly interesting. The purpose of your journey shifts. It's no longer about self-discovery or understanding your connection to the universe. Now it's about embodying what you've learned. Your new purpose is to live in alignment with your higher self and to bring that energy into the world. This often comes with a desire to serve, to share your insights, to help others on their own spiritual paths, or to create something that reflects your higher vibration. Whether it's through your work, your relationships, or your creative endeavors, your focus becomes less about seeking and more about being. This shift can feel strange at first. You're no longer chasing after spiritual highs or dramatic breakthroughs. Instead, you're embodying your authentic self, and in doing so, you naturally inspire and uplift those around you. Your purpose reveals itself not through striving, but through alignment. As you continue, you may notice heightened sensitivity to the energies around you. Crowded spaces, loud noises, or certain environments may feel overwhelming. You may find yourself deeply attuned to the emotions of others, sensing their energy without them saying a word. This heightened awareness is both a gift and a challenge. It deepens your empathy and intuition, but it also requires you to protect your energy and set boundaries. Over time, you learn to navigate this new sensitivity, using it as a tool for clarity and discernment. It's a reminder that you've stepped into a deeper connection with the world around you. This heightened awareness isn't something to fear. It's a profound aspect of your evolution. Finally, life may seem to return to normal. You wake up, go about your day, and interact with the world as you always have. But beneath the surface, everything has changed. The world looks the same, but your perception of it is entirely different. The things that once triggered anxiety or stress no longer affect you. The drama and excitement that once consumed you now feel trivial. This isn't a loss, it's freedom. You've outgrown the need for external validation or stimulation. This return to normalcy is one of the greatest gifts of all. It's a sign that you've mastered the art of living from a place of spiritual truth, even in the midst of everyday life. You've integrated the lessons of your awakening, and now you're simply living as your truest self. If you've stayed with me this far, thank you for your time and attention. I hope these insights resonate with you. Please feel free to share your experiences or thoughts. I'd love to hear from you. And if you found this helpful, consider subscribing for more content. Until next time, take care and continue walking your path with grace and authenticity.